Hello, survivors, and welcome to episode 21 of Ark News. In today's episode, it's the return of my favourite themed episode. That's right, y'all. It's the return of the Community Crunch Roundup. Yeehaw! Yep, I'm so glad that accent has gone, and I am never going to be able to record that intro like that again. Just saying. So we've had some big news from the community countries over the past few weeks, and community manager Sid has done some tweets as well, so we're going to go through all of that today and more. So first up, the third creature out of 4 creatures to be added to the Lost Island map has been revealed in Community Crunch 282. They introduced us to the Sinomacrops. Sinomacrops? I'm pretty sure that they name these creatures deliberately so that we can't pronounce them. That's my theory. If I'm wrong, prove me wrong. The third creature to be revealed as part of the Lost Island map coming later this year, it will be a glider and or parachute, making it incredibly useful for those high altitude maps, particularly Aberration and any maps with an extensive cave network like the Centre and Vulgaro, because obviously Vulgaro has the underground Aberration system, which I don't know if anyone's ever explored, but it is very nice. There's also some Carcanus down there, by the way, if you're ever interested in taming a Carcanu. Also, maybe Ragnarok as well, because they've got those high canyons, which I think would be great for doing gliding. So, for more details on this creature, check the link in the description to Community Crunch 282. I know I would normally read through it, but it looks no larger than a Dimorphodon. Might be a little bit bigger, but it will be very useful, and I cannot wait to try it out. Cedric has also potentially revealed the next TLC, although at the moment we have no official comment from Wildcard. There's potentially another TLC which will directly focus on the building of Ark. So usually a TLC focuses on creatures, like in TLC 3, where we had the Stego and the Mammoth and the insects. They all got an update where the insects are now breedable and they lay eggs, and the Mammoth got an updated saddle with the war drums, and the Stego got the update, so now it can move its plates around and things like that. So it's like that. Oh, and also in that TLC 3 update, we got breedable wyverns, I believe, as well. So it's things like that focuses on creatures that have been around for a while, haven't really had much focus on them, have got a bit stale, and it will update. So this focuses on, rather than focusing it on a creature, it will focus on the building. So, in effect, it would focus on structures and the mechanics of the building systems. So possibly maybe adding some more structures and maybe improving the system side of things as well. So that actually improving the game and also adding some structures. This has the potential to be a big change if they are planning this TLC, but until post Lost Island, or we get some form of official comment and or the community crunch telling us, I would not jump to any foregone conclusions just yet. Cedric has also tweeted that preparations are underway for another Extra Life stream. This is where they raise money for Extra Life, a charity that supports children. Do support them. They are an amazing charity. It is great. This should be the moment of truth, really. I'm wondering what they will reveal. At the moment, Wildcard and its developers have sort of teased us, really, with Arc 2, the animated series, the Lost Island theme map, and even now this potential building TLC. But it does sound like a lot of spinning plates without any, sustenance and on them. But I notice with each one of these, none of them have a release date. Both Arc 2 and the animated series really only have just a year in which they will release, but even with a year, there are a lot of possibilities. There are 365 days in a year, which turns into 52 weeks, which then turns into 12 months. All of those possibilities are within a year. So exactly when will it release? It's one of these questions that I believe is a burning question of the community, and it's something that Extra Life could really provide. And also with Extra Life, I really think that, there's a possibility we could see a lot of trailers for, another trailer for Arc 2 with the release date and the consoles, which are the two biggest burning questions right now, and also maybe showing a little bit more of a whiff of gameplay could really just help us on the hype train a bit, and that would probably do. If it were me in charge of marketing, that's how I'd do it. I'd just do another trailer, and at the end of it, just show a firmer release date, possibly like spring 2022 or something, and then show available on Xbox, PlayStation, and Steam or something like that, and then everyone would just go mad. That's how I'd do it if I were in charge, because that's what people want. Right now, they just want to know, when is it coming and how am I going to be able to get it? And that would do. And then you'd also get a little bit more of a whiff of gameplay as well. Throw it in there in the mix. A little bit more of Vin Diesel, maybe a little bit more of, showing a bit of taming a dinosaur, maybe, that would do. That'll do. That's how I would do it. Put me in charge of Arc's marketing campaign, and maybe they'd know what they'd. That's how I see it. Because I see it on Twitter all the time. People asking, when is it coming? How are we going to play it? Is it going to be available on this? Is it going to be available on that? Am I going to be able to play it without having to purchase the Xbox Series S? Am I going to be able to play it without purchasing the PlayStation 5? I would answer these questions with a trailer. Don't answer the questions with a developer answering it. Just show them give the people what they want. Give them a gameplay trailer. At the end of it, show spring 2022, and show them the consoles that will be available on. Job done. Mission accomplished. Goodbye. The end. They'll be on a hype train for the next 12 months until it comes out. That's how I'd do it. Choo choo. Hype train. Yeah. And yeah, that's just how I see it. That's Anyway, I also want to quickly talk about something that's been happening in the build-up to Arc 2 and the Extra Life stream. It seems there's a Twitter account that appears to be well informed. It appears to have lots of information regarding Arc 2. This account appears to be some form of leaker, I think, and cannot be backed by any official information from Wildcard themselves. So any information he has should be taken with a pinch of salt. I'm sorry that this has to be said in this way, but unfortunately other YouTubers seem to be advertising his information as, well, the truth. I will state for the record that this channel deals in only the truth. Anything stated on this channel can be proven by factual evidence. Any facts or evidence can also be traced to their source, and on demand, we can show our sources. There's probably a joke there about tomato sauce and mayonnaise somewhere, but I won't make that joke today because this is a serious moment, guys. I'm sorry to get serious, but to be honest, I've been feeling it for a while that there's a time in there was a time when I was watching, various videos, and you just knew the information wasn't right. You just knew, because you were playing the game and you're like, hang on a minute, that's not working, or how is that not working because I was told this information, or things like that. And then all of a sudden you start doing these videos, and I start doing things for myself, and man, to be the honest voice is very difficult in a way that is more interesting, and that is why I do it, because we have to be the honest voice. We have to be that honest voice, and that's why I do what we do. I do how I do it how I do it. We have to be the honest voice because it is needed, because the information that is out there is you go on YouTube and some of the information isn't right. So we have to be the honest voice. There's information about the unicorns that isn't right. There's information about the oviraptors that isn't right. And there's a list of dinosaurs where the information isn't right. I'm not saying I keep a list of of dinosaurs where the information isn't right, but there is a list of dinosaurs where there has been a misinformation that has happened, and it's sad, but it's true. And I don't know all of them, but I know a few, and it might maybe that might be worth something doing on an ARC highlights episode at some point, maybe, or maybe not. But there is misinformation that's out there, and my channel is prepared to correct it. So, in closing, I know I usually do channel business first. I know I normally do it at the start of the video, but I felt doing it a bit differently today, just to shake things up, just to see how it would feel at the end of the video, really just to get the news first done. I think it's worked interestingly more. It's been more productive, I think. I like it this way. I just wanted to take a minute to thank everyone who's guested on ARC News and ARC Highlights. I also want to thank those who have helped me from behind the scenes. You know who you are. I also would like to thank my supportive friends and family, and want to thank any loyal watchers, subscribers and survivors who have followed me on the journey. As we come to the end of this year, I just wanted to take a moment to thank everyone, but also this is my second year, and as it comes to a close, I've decided to announce something now. As of January 2022, the channel will be rebranding. I'll be doing a building series which will take up half the year, and then that will turn into new games as well, where we'll start expanding into other games. ARC Highlights will stay in the middle of the month, with ARC News staying at the end of the month in its usual place. William's Let's Play series will obviously be around. That will be continuing 3 times a week until Arc 2. We'll have more on that news nearer the time as well. When that ever releases, we'll let you know. But the channel will no longer be staying as being called Arc News, basically. The channel will now be called Waffling On About Arc. And Arc News will become more of a content feature. So that's really the only change. That's the big news. There's nothing. That's it. I'm choosing to announce it now, earlier before it actually happens, rather than doing a big song and dance. So, at the time. So yes, that's the news. So, of the channel. So that is what's happening. So in 2022, there'll be a big shake-up, and we will have more of a rounded out plan, a rounded out channel, and a more centered content base, basically. And with that, that is everything. Make sure to check out the next episode of Arc Highlights, a starter's guide to taming. Also, make sure to check out the next episode of Arc News, which will be an episode where we talk about servers of convenience, basically, which will be myself and Danny sitting down and talking about that, because obviously we both run servers, and we run servers in a different way than how other people wouldn't perhaps choose to do it. So we're going to talk about that and how we do it. So that should be interesting. So if you're interested in running a server and you're not sure how to do it, this is probably for you. If you're playing official and you're sort of getting a bit bored, this might also be for you. And if you're running a boosted server, this might be of interest or not. But this is going to be of interest to everyone, but it won't be of interest to everyone, but it will be interesting nevertheless. Also, there will be a special edition of Arc News, which will be quite explosive, following the episode 5 of Arc Highlights, building on Arc. Also, make sure to check out the Let's Play of Arc, hosted by William. Make sure to hit that notification bell, ding, to never miss a video. If you have any questions about anything in today's episode or anything Arc related, then please comment below. And do please, if you do have any questions, please do ask. If you do want to know anything about anything grey or any of the misinformation that you might need any help with, do please ask, because I will try and answer any questions you may have, or if not, I will try and find out for you. Subscribe for the latest Arc news and content. Don't forget to be positive, and have a great day, survivors.